Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do kind of like a get ready with me slash tutorial slash how to on how I do my makeup a lot in the summer. I have oily skin and I don't do well in the heat or the sun. When the heat touches me or the sun touches me, I just die. I fall over, I start sweating, my energy is drained, and if I'm wearing makeup or I'm wearing my hair down or straight or curled, it is done. It will melt off, my hair will just go poof, and I'm just done. So over the years, I have perfected ways or products of things that I use to keep my face matte, keep my makeup locked in, have a really nice makeup day where I'm not overdoing it, but I look like I'm wearing makeup. And it doesn't melt, it doesn't get oily, it stays locked in through the heat, through the sweating, through the mess. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. So I'm going to go step by step with you on what I like to do to my hair, what I like to do with my skincare routine, and the makeup products that I like to use to make sure that I look great all day, no matter how hot it is, no matter how sweaty I am, but my face and my hair still look good. Now remember, this doesn't have so much to do with the colors of what I'm using. It's more so the products and what they do for your face. And I'm also going to be talking about a beauty sponge, which I know what you guys are thinking and who this is by. And no, you're not right. This video is sponsored by them. I will talk about that later on in the video, but I like to include that in the beginning. But you guys are going to want to hear about this, about the duo, about everything that it comes with. This is bomb. I love finding things like this. I think they're amazing. I think you guys will think they're amazing. So if you guys are excited to see how I stay completely matte with my makeup and hair looking flawless all day in the summer heat, then just keep watching and we'll get right into it. Okay, so honestly, starting from the top, my hair is the first thing I do, especially if I'm going out someplace where I want to look put together, but I don't want to have anything that's going to frizz up or get sweaty and just look gross. So what I like to do is just right out of the shower, I like to put my hair up into a braid. Nothing fancy, as you guys can tell. I'm not the greatest at braiding. I put a couple bobby pins in to hold the flyaways, but in the heat, it's amazing. It's perfect. It doesn't frizz. It keeps everything together. It keeps you looking good no matter how hot it is. And then I start with my skincare and what I like to use when I know I'm going to be going out where it's hot and I might get sweaty. I first go in with the Sloan Incorporated, and this is their Tonic S4.5. I love this stuff. I just put it on an exfoliating pad and I use it like I would a toner. It just kind of preps my skin and gets it ready to like seep in all the other stuff I'm going to use, which just helps overall your whole look. You guys, if you use the right skincare, your makeup is going to look so much better, and that is a fact. My freckles are really coming out because of the sun. Like, I have a ton of freckles, you guys. A ton. And then I like to go in with the Skin & Co. Roma, and this is their Truffle Therapy Serum. I love this so much. It's for anti-aging, but I have seriously oily skin, and it loves this stuff, and it smells so good. So I love using this. I love it so much, and I'm almost halfway through the bottle, and I just got it. Like, ugh. And then I like to go in with the Exfoliants Depuffing Eye Serum. This is just really, really good stuff. And it dries quickly and keeps my under eyes and my brow bone where I put the serum. It just keeps it all very like dry, but not super, super dry. It just doesn't make it oily, which is something that we're going for here. And then the last thing that I do skincare wise is going with the Tatcha, and this is their Balanced Pore Perfecting Water Gel. This is made for oily skin, and I've noticed that it really keeps my skin really, really matte. So this is a perfect combination with the makeup that I'm going to show you guys here in a minute to just keep your face super matte all day, no matter what the weather is. Now for me, one of the most important steps for me when it comes to oiliness or sweating or just keeping your makeup really locked in is primers. And I know that a lot of people say that primers don't do very much for you for the long lasting wear of your makeup, but when it comes to oil production and keeping your makeup intact, it really, really does. And these primers do that for me so much. So the first thing that I do is go in with the Dr. Brandt Pores No More. Now this can be iffy for oily skin people because it feels like it's silicone based, even though I really do not think that it is, but it can make some people oily. So if you are really, really super oily, I probably would avoid this, but I just put it right where my pores are the worst, and I find that this does not make me oily at all, but I have had some people tell me that it does make them oily. So you might want to skip this step, but I love covering up my pores. I gotta do it every single time. Now my two lifesavers when it comes to not being oily and keeping my makeup together on a hot day is Becca's primers. Now the first one that I like to go in with is the resurfacing primer. This I put in more towards the inner portion of my face. This is more of like a white cream, which is really good for people with oily skin. And I tend to just dot that right on the inner parts where I get oily, but like naturally oily, and then where I will be sweating. And I mean, when you get hot, you know, you get sweaty here and here more than you do on the inner portion of your face. I like to go in with the Becca Evermatte Poreless Primer. This is a silicone. It feels silicone. I think it's silicone personally. But this, and you have to smear this into your face very quickly. But this will make it so you have no oil, no sweating, like nothing, ladies. I mean, nothing. You want to stay dry and matte? These are going to be your best friend. Alright, now foundation is one of the most important steps besides the primer, at least for me, when it comes to keeping your skin matte on a hot summer day. So what I like to do is go in with a matte foundation. I'm going to use the Clinique Stay Matte Foundation. This is so good if you guys are oily. And then I'm going to mix it with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, which I also love these two together. I love mixing this L'Oreal Pro Matte with basically anything. Now I'm also going to use a beauty sponge from MomoQ on Amazon. They are sponsoring this video, so thank you so much. But you guys, this is such a good deal. This is the Real Technique sponge, like exactly the Real Technique sponge. It's really cool because it comes with two sponges, and then it comes with two silicone drying kind of holders so you can just set your sponge in it while it's drying. And then it also comes with a facial cleaner, or you can use it to clean the brushes with. So this is such a good deal, and it's about $14.99 for the kit when two sponges from Real Techniques is like $10.99. So this is a really good deal in my opinion, and the sponges are literally exactly like the Real Techniques in how they feel, how soft they are, how great they are to use. I mean, these are amazing, and they come out clean so good when you clean them after using them. So this is an amazing set. You guys will be amazed about the really high quality sets or dupes that you can find beauty sponge wise on Amazon, and MomoQ is one of them. So I will leave the link down below for you guys. I highly suggest picking these up or checking it out because they are exactly the same thing as the Real Techniques, only they come with so much more for you, and I'm just really excited about this. So I'm going to use this to apply my foundation. Now I like to take the flat side of this beauty sponge and kind of mix them together. I don't want to use a lot of foundation just because you don't want a lot of foundation on your face if you're going to be out in the sun. So I just take a little bit, and I love this flat side. This is such a soft sponge. And I'm just going to kind of pat it into my skin, making sure that I kind of try to set it as I go. And this has amazing coverage. This sponge is so good, you guys. It doesn't soak up all of the product. So I try to use as the least amount possible on my face. Just enough to cover what I want to cover, my little insecurities, my imperfections, things that you guys like to cover, you know, just enough to cover that and give you the look that you want, but still let your skin, your natural skin, shine through, because if you cake on that makeup, it's going to be uncomfortable no matter what. I am not even kidding with how good these sponges are. I've had the Real Technique sponges. I don't have any more because I haven't picked them up because I've been using Amazon kinds. But I had no idea that there was a seller on Amazon that sold the Real Technique sponges. Like, I mean, these are exactly the same thing, you guys. It's just you're not getting the name and you get more things with it. So I had no idea. And when I found these, I thought that this was just like amazing, holy grail. I must tell you guys about it. It's just awesome. So definitely check these out. They're so soft. Alright, another very important step is the powder you use to set that foundation with. I like to go in with the Matte FX, and this is their mattifying powder in light. This is from Cover FX. You guys, this is so So good. I got this a while ago from allcosmeticswholesale.com. I love to shop on there a lot. But you can also find this on Amazon for like $7. It's either 5 or 7, but I will leave the link down below for you guys. This is an amazing matte setting powder. I love this. So I'm going to use this and my Mikasa powder brush, and I'm just going to set my face. And you don't want to overuse your powder. That is something that a lot of people do, is they overuse the powder. They think the more powder that they put on, the more matte they'll be, and that is not the case, you guys. You want to go very, very lightly. Enough so your face isn't tacky, but not too much, because that's when your foundation will start to, you know, look cracky and cakey and settle into any fine lines that you have. So you really, really want to go as light as possible while still making sure that it's set. Alright, now I'm going to do my eyebrows, and this is just like a normal routine, however you want to do your brows. I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal, and this is their Brow Stylist Definer. I really like this, especially because it has the spoolie with it, and I like brow pencils that have the spoolies on them, so I don't have to use extra products. And it's a really, really fine tip, so it works perfectly at drawing out the line underneath my eyebrow. I can't talk while I do this. If you guys want to see like a tutorial or just a video on how I do my eyebrows, then leave me a comment down below. Now, something that you can do to avoid your eyebrows from melting or just, you know, going all over your face is setting them with a brow gel. And I like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel because this stuff is like super glue for your eyebrows. It does leave your eyebrows a little crunchy, I'm not gonna lie. Some people say it doesn't, but I'm just like, do we both have like the same kind of eyebrows? Because mine are crispy afterwards, but you know, no one's going to be touching your eyebrows, you guys. It doesn't look crispy. It just feels a little crispy, but it locks in your eyebrow hairs, and it makes it so that that product you use does not smear, you know, if you get sweaty or anything. So this is going to have your back. Alright, now I'm usually in a hurry when I'm doing these kind of things because I'm usually going out somewhere to a family event or something. So what I'm going to do instead of primer is just take the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer and just dot it a couple of times on my finger and use that as a primer. Just because I'm usually too lazy to reach over into my vanity and grab it and use it, and it takes a little bit longer than this concealer does to set, and concealers can work just as good as primers for your eyeshadow as long as you set them. Now I'm going to be working with the Too Faced Chocolate Bar today just because I always go for this palette when I'm using more like neutral looks, and I'm going to use this big color down here just to set that concealer. You really want to make sure that everything is set that you do with a liquid product, especially if you're going out and it's hot and you might be sweating, or you have oily lids, or you just are an oily skin person like me, because this is going to keep you from getting oily, from the sweat breaking through your foundation or anything that you use, and it's just going to keep everything intact all day. Alright, now when I'm doing this and I'm going out, I want to look good, you guys, but I don't want to cake on the makeup. I feel like it's already enough that I'm putting on, so I don't want to go full force on my eyes. So what I'm going to do is take this, and this is a blending brush, and this is from Beauty Widgets. I really like this set. It's a set from Amazon. I'll leave it down below. This is their 38 blender. This is amazing. And I'm going to go into this color right here, which is a very light kind of brown, and I'm just going to use that on the outside of my outer V in my eye just to kind of define my crease a little bit. And I'm going to bring it down on the outer lid as well, but focus it more into the crease and then just blend it. And you can use any kind of natural shades from any kind of palette, from any kind of price range. You don't have to use the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. This is literally just going by colors, just trying to give you like a chart of colors that you can use for a look, but it doesn't matter what the product is. What I really like about this is the fact that it's light enough to where if you do get sweaty or you do start melting off or you wipe your eyes or something, people aren't going to be able to tell the difference that something's messed up with your makeup. And that is like one of the best things about this look. Now I'm going to go in with this smaller blending brush and just go into this kind of more auburnish brown in just the tiniest bit, you guys. Less is better, and just build it up and then just go into the direct crease just a little bit. You don't want too much here because then you're going to end up with a smoky eye that you don't want. You just want a little bit of definition. Now I like to take this shadow right here, and I will put that on my brow bone, but I'm also going to use it on my lid. And this is just a nice kind of sheen, light, a little bit lighter than skin tone kind of shadow. And when you move, it gives you a really nice highlighted look. And that's just goes along with the naturalness, but when you're outside in the sun and you're using this, it'll catch the light and it just looks so pretty, you guys. So it works perfectly with this, and I just absolutely love it. I wish I had names on my chocolate bar palette so I knew what shade this was to tell you guys, but I don't. Now, honestly, if you wanted to, you could skip this step, but I never skip this step, and I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Precision Eyeliner, and I'm just going to give myself a little bit of a wing, just a little. Alright, so I want a light concealer that is still going to give me the coverage that I desire, and that, of course, is the Maybelline, and this is their Age Rewind Dark Circle Corrector. I love this, you guys. I go through this like water when I have it. So I'm just going to conceal underneath my eye like normal. And I'm not going to put falsies on because who has time for that? And in the heat, I don't want to be wearing false lashes. So this is going to be a non-false lash kind of thing. But I am going to highlight a little bit and conceal. And then I'm going to use my Momo kind of Real Technique dupe, which I am so in love with. And I'm just going to blend this out. Alright, after I do that, I'm going to take the Matte FX powder. And since this is kind of like a universal powder, I'm going to use this as well just to set all the concealer. And this is perfect for keeping any area matte. And I love it because it's a light powder, but it does the job. And it does it very well when it comes to setting your face matte. Another important item, whether you have watery eyes to the fact that you may be swimming, etc., is eyeliner. And this is a waterproof eyeliner. It is the best waterproof eyeliner I have ever found, and it's like $2. This is the Essence Gel Eye Pencil in waterproof. It's not in waterproof, it's waterproof. But it is a brown one. What are you in, Cocoa Bean or something? Yes, Cocoa Bean. So I'm going to use this because it goes perfect with the look, and I definitely recommend a waterproof eyeliner. This doesn't run or smudge. It doesn't end up in the corner of your eye. It's just perfect, you guys. Now I am going to go back in with this brown here and then the darker brown there and just dust those underneath my eye just to give my eye a little bit more of a definition and smoky look. I love doing this. I do this with basically every eye look that I do because I really think that it looks so much better than just having eyeliner on the waterline. You can really see the difference with just dusting some of that underneath the eye. It really makes a big difference. And then I'm just going to take this right here, which is kind of just like a really light lavender purple, and I'm just going to put that right here on the inner corner just very lightly. Nothing crazy because we're going for a more kind of natural locked in look here. But who doesn't love a good inner corner highlight? Alright, now because I'm not doing falsies, something that is also very important is waterproof mascara. Now I don't have a favorite, but one that is the blackest and probably the one out of the better that I have in my collection that I'm using right now is from Maybelline, and this is the Lash Sensational in Waterproof. They have a non-waterproof formula. I still don't even care for this one, but it's the better out of the ones that I have. Alright, now I'm going to use the Benefit Cheekathon palette, and I'm just going to go in with Hoola and bronze up my face just a little bit. Now for blush, I would highly recommend going in with Cargo's Water Resistant Blush. This is in Los Cabos. This will stay on through a lot, you guys. Through you sweating, through a lot. It's not waterproof, but it's water resistant, and it's beautiful. They have a bunch of different kinds. So I'm just going to go in with this very lightly because it's freaking really pigmented. And then for a highlighter, I'm going to go in with Makeup Revolution's Shimmer Brick in Evolution. This you can use wet, which will actually keep it on your skin longer through any of that stuff that you want to do on the hot days. This is a beautiful highlight, you guys. It's just gorgeous. But this is what I like to use when I'm going out and I'm going to be outside and it's too freaking hot to survive life. I really like to use this because I've noticed that it stays on better than most of my highlighters. And then before I put on a lipstick that I'm going to use that day, I like to go in with a finishing spray. And this is really important if you're going to be outside and it's going to be hot. And I love the Scandinavia spray, and this is their makeup finishing spray. This will keep your makeup locked in all day. So this is definitely crucial if that's what you're going for. And don't feel intimidated to bathe in this shit because it's bomb. Alright, and while that's all drying on my face, I highly recommend using a liquid lipstick. That way, it's not going to come off. You're not going to have to worry about reapplying or smudging anywhere. You can drink, you can eat, you can do whatever you need to do. So I'm going to go in with this Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream, and this is in number 16, Sweetheart, which is a bright pink because that's how I'm feeling today. Oh yes, make me feel like a cupcake. And this is my finished makeup look. You guys, the colors really don't matter. What's important is the primer that you use, the setting powder that you use, the foundation, the finishing spray, those kind of things, the eyeliner, the waterproof mascara and eyeliner. Those are the types of things in this kind of instance that are going to give you the best possible outcome when you want to go outside and you want to look somewhat glam, somewhat put together, but you don't want to have to end that day or night halfway through because you start sweating and your face starts melting off or your hair starts freezing up and you just look like crap. I know that feeling. I've been there plenty of times, so I have perfected a look. I perfected products that really help it so I can be out there all day or all night and I don't have to worry about my foundation breaking up, about me sweating my face off, about my hair frizzing up. I don't have to worry about any of that, and this is the look that I prefer. And if you want to go glam, you can still do that with these kind of products. I just like to go a little bit more natural when I'm going to be out in the heat, just for my own comfortableness, just so I'm comfortable. But this is what I came up with. You can tell I'm wearing makeup, you can tell I'm put together, but it's nothing special. But this is how I beat the heat in the summer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out these dupes for the Real Techniques. I mean, these pretty much, I don't know if they're just dupes or they're just identical, but these are amazing. And the things that you get with them, you guys, this is such a good deal. So make sure you check that out. The links for this will be down below in the description box along with all the products that I used. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!